So, you ready for our next presenter? This lady is another powerhouse. She is the #1 female earner in her company. She has been top 10 in her company for the past 10 years. It's a $1 billion company. This woman is from Texas. Please welcome to the stage, Esther Spina.
Welcome the most powerful women in network marketing in the world. Did you ladies hear about the woman that just won millions of dollars overnight? Yeah, me neither. Because I don't think anybody can make millions of dollars unless they do it in maybe real estate, stock market. No, you can't even do that then. Your chances are about 1,000,000,001 in winning the lottery or the jackpot here in Vegas. I know some of you tried that blackjack last night. But listen, how do you make millions of dollars then? How do you even make 6 figures, which only 2% of the country makes? I didn't get into network marketing to make millions of dollars. I'll tell you, I got into it to retire my husband. He had been working 40 years. That's 40. And the last little paper that we had gotten from the IRS that tells you how much you're gonna make when you retire, it was so exciting. They said, congratulations, you've worked 40 years and you're gonna make $1,250 a month. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't live off $1,250 a month. My shoes cost $1,250 a month. What? I thought I was gonna have to work until I was like 100 years old. But I knew when I got into this business that I was gonna have to be ambitious to be successful. See, you can't be successful and then you're ambitious. It's the other way around. You gotta learn to be ambitious about what you want. And when you hear that word ambitious, what do you think of? Well, when a man is ambitious, he's powerful. When a woman is ambitious, she's power hungry. I've even heard her called ambitious. But you know what? That isn't what the word means. If you're ambitious, it means having or showing a strong desire and determination to succeed, eagerly desirous of obtaining success, power, wealth. What woman does not want power and wealth, right? So what I want to do is share with you a few things along the journey that I found out how to be successful and ambitious. Because being ambitious enough to retire your husband, retire yourself, even just pay a mortgage, a house payment, a car payment, send your kids to school, buy shoes, whatever it is you want to do, you've got to be ambitious about it. And I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I learned. Number 1 is it takes time. You can't rush Father Time. We all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks in the year. That's it. You can't rush it and make it happen. I knew when I got in the business, I actually made a 5-year commitment. And because I knew it was going to take time. So if you're frustrated out there and you're like thinking, oh, my business isn't going fast enough. Oh, I want it to happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. Get used to it, girls. It just takes time. And you got to do the time. I loved Lauren on the first night. She talked about that bamboo tree. That was so amazing that it's the 5th year when it starts growing. I didn't even know that, Lauren. I didn't even know about the bamboo. And I had made that commitment of 5 years minimum, because I think you're just getting to know what you're doing at that point. So no matter how long you've been in the business, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, make that commitment. The second thing is it takes experience. That's another thing you can't rush. You gotta have experience. And the only way you have experience is you have to have it. So I'm gonna just share a few little things about my experience so you can think of how I got to where I was at. I have been working since I was 18 years old. I've got lots of experience. I just graduated from high school, and back then that's what you did. You graduated from high school and you got married. That's what you did. And so I got a job at General Electric, a large company, and I was a Cardex clerk. Some of you won't know what that is. Some of you will. But there were no computers then. We didn't even know what computers were. And it was this big cabinet, and I was in charge of doing the inventory of checking it manually, the major appliances in and out. And I worked for all men on an order desk because only men had that job. No women had the job. So I'm 18, I'm thinking I'm pretty good. And after a few months, I'm looking, listening to them, thinking, God, I could do their job. I'm as good as them. But the problem is no women had that job. But I became really ambitious about wanting it. Remember, eagerly desirous of obtaining success? And I wanted it. So I went for it, and every few months I'd go in and when there was an opening, and I'd say, oh, could I like to apply for the job? And they'd look at me and go, I knew what they were thinking. You have a skirt on. What that meant was I was a woman, because back then, women were not allowed to wear pants to work. We had to wear a skirt and a dress. Anybody remember those? Anyone want to admit that? Now, a few years later, we got to wear pantsuits, polyester. It had to be polyester. And I know they were thinking, and they actually did say, well, and you're pretty young. Ooh, it's been a long time since someone told me that. So, but I persisted, and every few months I went in, and it was 4 years later, they called me in and they said, okay, we're gonna let you have this job at the order desk at our sister company, Hot Point. We'll try it out. And I became the first woman ever on the order desk at Hot Point. That's my experience in the world. Well, a few years later, I got married again. And so I got married young, and then again. Okay, and like a lot of young married couples, we wanted some extra money. So we saw this ad in the paper, and it said, earn extra money. I think it even said, like, get rich or something. So we're like, yeah, let's go. So we went to the seminar, and we walk in, and it is a worm seminar. Like worm, like the little squiggly, icky little worms. This is the honest truth. I do not make this stuff up. And what they wanted is you invested $750, and they would let you raise worms. And my husband had to build this 8x12 wood box. And we bought the fertilizer. We put the fertilizer in, then you put the worms in, and then you buy food to feed the worms. And you make worms. And what happens is that one box of worm becomes, when you feed it, becomes 2 beds. And then you feed it some more, and it becomes 4 beds, and then 8 beds, and 12 beds. I didn't know it then, but that was my first introduction to network marketing, the power of duplication. I got that one down. And let me tell you, I could raise worms because I thought I was going to be rich. I did. I thought I was going to make millions of dollars overnight on these worms because the company was going to buy them and sell them for ecology or something. Well, my husband and I were really good at duplicating worms. We had them all over our backyard. And then guess what? The company went out of business. And I had all these worms. I hate worms. But I found out something. If you quit feeding your worms, they go away. Another network marketing principle I found out. If you quit feeding your team, they go away. You got to keep feeding them. You got to keep sending them here. Because if you don't, they're going to leave. Feed them. And they went away. What did that failure do? It was like a failure, but I learned something that I really loved. I loved being an entrepreneur. And I knew one day that I would find something. And what did all that do? It gave me experience. From 18 years old to this, and then a few years later, my husband and I were fortunate enough, we did start a contracting company of our own. We were one of the largest ones in San Diego. Very, very successful. And then the recession came, the Persian Gulf War, and we lost everything. Everything. We packed up our 4 little babies. We brought them across country to Texas, where I live today. But what did that failure do? That success and failure is what gets you to where you are today. Everything that you do in life, all the failures, all the successes, prepares you for the day that you sign up for network marketing. I didn't realize it. It happens to almost every single person, at least in America. You're going to get pitched the opportunity. I think overseas, everybody gets pitched 5 times in their lifetime, probably. But I did, and it was my 25-year-old son. I had sent him to college. He had a finance degree. He was handling millions of dollars for people in downtown Dallas, and a gentleman had the nerve to walk across the hall from him and say, "Do you want to look at a business opportunity?" And of course, being the good son he was, what do you think he said? Who did he want to pitch it to first? His mom. And that he did. I remember him walking into the office and saying, and I was doing fine. I had gotten a job when we got to Texas. I told my husband, you can do contracting, but I'm going to get in outside sales. I'm going to do my own thing. And I was doing that for 12 years. Top of the company for 12 years in outside sales. He comes in my office and says, "Mom, there's this great business opportunity. You'd be so great. You got to do it." And I'm like, "What? Oh my God, are you kidding me?" I was mortified. "Get back to your job. I spent $100,000 and sent you to college. What are you thinking of?" That was what I thought. I don't know, but I don't know where he got this ambition from, but every day he came in my office for 2 weeks, and on the 14th day, this is no joke, he batted his eyelashes at me. He hates when I say that, but he did. Men have such pride. And he said, "Mom, I really value your opinion." What mom does not want their kid to value your opinion? I don't know where he got it, but I'm telling you, write that script down. That works every time. I use it today. How do you think I got up here? I tell everybody I value your opinion. And then he said, "Would you please take a look?" That's another thing. Write that down. He did not say this time, "Will you please join?" No, he said, "Will you please take a look? See if it makes as much sense to you as it does to me." I don't know. He must have been reading Eric Worre's book then. I don't know. Something changed in that 2 weeks. And the thing of it is don't ask people to join your company because they get their defenses up. Then you know what? They don't know what they don't know, so they end up not even looking at your business because they think they're going to have to join. Let them make the decision. Always say to people, "Will you do me a favor? Please, just see if it makes as much sense to you." And let them make it. I'm just telling you, that's how I got up here. Now, fast forward. I saw the opportunity that day, August 7th, 2006. I'll never forget it because I was going to go down there and I was going to give him my opinion. I was going to tell him just exactly what I thought. Sure, I will. And guess what? I got the surprise of my life. I saw it and I went, oh my gosh. This is how I can retire my husband. This is how I can have shoes for the rest of my life and never worry about it. And that is when I went home, and now he hadn't signed up yet. He was waiting for his mom. So we rush home. I get on the phone. I say, David, are you going to sign up? Because if you don't, I'm signing up right now. What do you think he did? Signed up. Go figure, I'm under my 25-year-old son. Okay. But I've made him, he's a millionaire now. He found his wife in a business presentation. He's given me 3 grandchildren. In fact, I have had 6, all my grandchildren since I've been in network marketing. I don't know what it is, both my sons are in it, and I just go like, you just keep duplicating. I mean, you guys don't have enough to do, but it's all right. The only thing I'm really proud of my sons, but I said, David, I'm really proud of you, but couldn't you have got into network marketing before I spent $100,000 on college? Seriously, and I'm all for college. I didn't go to college, Eric. I didn't go either. I did drama and piano for half a semester. That's my thing. But I made them all go, but seriously. And then people go up to him and say, gosh, you're not even 30. You're a millionaire. How did you do it? Honest to God, this is what he says. Well, recruit your mom. And then he says, recruit a mom. Heck, just recruit a woman. And I'm going to say, men, if there's men out here, listen, you want to know the secret? And I know there's lots of them live streaming in. You want to know the secret to your business? You recruit a powerful woman in your business and you are going places. And if she's not powerful, make her powerful. It's up to you because that's what can escalate your business. And that's the honest truth. Now, I don't know what your experiences are. They do not have to be the same as mine. You do not want a worm farm, trust me. But I'm going to tell you, don't discount your experiences. Don't discount the time that you've put in. Don't discount everything that you've been through. It is all for this one purpose. The day that you came into network marketing, that's why you had those experiences. There's one last story I want to tell you, and it's about a lady that's been really an inspiration to me the last couple of years. Her name is Diana Nyad. She was 64 years old when she swam from Cuba to the U.S., 110 miles, 53 hours it took her. That was her goal. And I remember the day it was happening. I was at my computer working, and I had the news on like I always do, full blast. But all of a sudden, this one day, there's this cheering, there's this, everyone's applying. I'm like, what in the heck? This isn't the kind of news I'm used to. And I look up, and there's this older woman emerging from the ocean. She takes her bathing cap off, and she was clearly sunburned. Her lips were all swollen from the jellyfish stings. Everyone was cheering and clapping. I still didn't understand what was happening until she spoke. And I brought that clip for you because I want you to see what I saw in that 1 minute because I think she had 3 really great messages. If we could just show that video, please.
Messages. One is we should never ever give up. Okay. 2 is you're never too old to chase your dreams. That's right. 3 is it looks like a solitary sport, but it's a team.
Okay, I don't know if Diana Nyad was a network marketer, but she should be. I'm thinking I might just go find out her and try to recruit her because listen, she had the 3 messages down pat for network marketers. Listen to what they are. Number 1 is never, ever, ever give up. Do you know that was her 5th attempt to make that swim over a 30-year period? For 30 years, she thought, she dreamed about it. Never, ever give up. Number 2 is, I love this one. You are never too old, Rita, to chase your dreams. Never too old to chase your dreams. I said, hallelujah. That gave me such inspiration that you can do whatever you want to do no matter how old you are. But if you're not old yet, but you just feel like you've gone through it and you've made mistakes, it's never too late to chase your dreams. Remember that, ladies, never too late. And 3 is, it looked like a solitary sport, but it was a team effort. She took 25 people with her, 2 of them doctors, and she got up there and acknowledged on her last message, I didn't do this. It was all my team members that made it possible. And ladies, do not look at any of us up here and say, oh my God, she's so awesome. How does she do? I know we are, but don't think that, okay? Just don't think it, because we are nothing without all of you. We are nothing without our team. Do you realize that? Not one of these powerful women can get up here and say, I am so great, I did it all. I am a millionaire. No way. You made us millionaires. That's how it works. And it doesn't matter what shoes you walk in. Doesn't matter what company you're in, doesn't matter what shoes you walk in, because we all wear different shoes. I mean, some of us like stilettos, heels, open-toed, pointies, sandals, flip-flops, boots, right? Some women can't even wear shoes. Some women don't even have shoes. But you know what, women? We can put our shoes on and we can help them, every single woman, get what they want in life, because that is what it is about. And my prayer for you today is this, that you are the kind of woman that when you get up out of the bed and your feet hit the ground before you put your shoes on, that the devil says, oh crap, she's up. Now, to me, that is power. That is power. And listen, you all can be powerful women. This is what it takes: time, experience. So never give up, because it's never too late, and you are not alone, and we can be the most powerful women in the world. Thank you. God bless.